morning, students. In today's session, we will see about the topic known as an anatological engineering, which is specifically a need about how the system can able to understand, especially the mission level language, as well as we know about the learning has been taken into different kinds of methodology like supervised learning as well as an unsupervised learning. So how the system can able to understand the actual meaning, what the input that we given through a search engine or any other activity. So in that particular the topic which we today taken will give the meaning for that. Okay, the name of the topic is called anatological engineering actually. So anatological engineering, which is coming from the part of an anatologies, or we call it as an anatology. So anatology, or the formal definition of an vocabularies that allow us to define difficult or a complex structure or a new relationship between the vocabulary terms and members of the classes that we define actually. So when you take about the anatology, there are different kinds of activities that we carried out when related to the development process, and as well as the life cycle related to the anatology. So when you take it about the topic, actually, the primary goal of the topic, how the system can able to understand the meaning of the content which we have been put inside the Google search engine, or what kind of relationship that we can able to maintain with the domain. So you can see the term domain has been added. So domain represent about the area or the topic which I've been taken for that particular topic or for that particular area, how the different kinds of relationship can able to bind it with one another. So this will be completely contained with the name of anatological engineering. So let me take one basic scenario to see about how the anatological engineering will be come from, or why specifically we need this particular topic. So let's take this scenario. You can see that two kinds of dimension in this particular presentation. What information can we see and what information can a machine see actually. So this is a two way of representation that as a human, the content is being searched for the particular topic will be viewed in the form what actually we are seeing in the left hand side, and what the information can be machine see will be in the form of right hand side. So this is the general scenario, but the question is that whether the anatology, the name which I've been given in the searching in the Wikipedia, whether that particular name or the meaning for the particular name is being actually learned by the machine or not. That is the very important aspects to be learned over it. So generally, when you take about the system side, we have two kinds of peoples are available: syntax as well as the semantics. So syntax represent the rules and semantics represent the meaning. So here we need some kind of semantics for the given information that is given through the Google search engine. So as we know that anatology is a branch of the philosophy actually. What is philosophy? Philosophy represent academic study of an anything. That study the concepts that is an existence or becoming or an reality. It includes the questions of how entities are grouped into a basic categories. So what is the categories? So the categories represent about when you are taking different kinds of domains, the domains will be taken to different categories actually. For example, I'm just taking as an animal, then I want to take it that animal to be a mammal or any kind of an representation. It is an herbivorous or so this kind of categories are taken to be in the anatology actually. So anatology is sometimes referred as a science of being and belongs to the major branch of philosophy known as an metaphysics. Okay, so what is metaphysics? Metaphysics is a branch of the philosophy that study the nature of the reality, which is taken by different kinds of philosophers, has been given different kinds of dimension for it actually. Okay, so basically when I talk about an anatology, which is the branch of the philosophy. Okay, let me come to the point what actually we want to talk it in this particular presentation. So when you take it about the left hand side, what the information can we see and what the information that mission we see. So we want to make a relationship that what the mission is being seeing or what the human is being seeing, these two things should be coincide, or this two should be taken in any one midpoint should be joined. That midpoint will be taken by the term known as an anatology. So anatology take the responsibility to meet what the human will understand, what the mission should be understand. These two things should be commonly meet in one particular point, that the common point will be derived, or common point will be analyzed, or our common point will be focused with the name to be called as an anatology. Okay, now you can understand why specifically we are going for an anatology, what system is being observed or what human is being observed. These two things should be meet at any one point, because the information that whatever we understandable, which what we call as and we understand the meaning of the content that we are given through the Google search engine or any other search engine. The same way mission should also understand the meaning actually. mission will give the information related to the content, because the search engine will do that. Because search engine, what will do it in the sense, using some kind of an algorithm like an rank brain algorithm or any other optimization algorithm will be used over it to attain the information to be needed. But the question is whether the mission is being really understand the meaning or not. So that is the question. So anatology is the one which is a branch of the philosophy that take that particular responsibility to make the information which is being taken by the human, the information which is understandable by the machine. These two things will be met in one point that we called as an anatology. If we go one by one slide so that you can able to clearly identify what is it. So this is the general information related to an anatology. What are the different kinds of the terms that have been related to an anatology? So you can see one specific term which has been known as a semantic web, or we call it as a semantic actually. So semantic represent about the meaning of an content that you are going to pour inside the website actually. So the semantic web will take the responsibility with the background of an anatology with to identify what information that you've been poured in the Google search engine, or what information you make it in the search engine, that the mission want to understand exactly what actually you are coming to say is over it. So based on only the information should be taken actually. Okay, so this semantic website is not only taken to one aspect, all the social medias, whatever we are using now, all the social medias are at the background, the semantic web is available. Because when you are taking some kind of an input to the search engine want to identify, these are all the things that you are actually want to identify. Okay, so that kind of terms and all to be carried out. For example, I'm just giving Anna in the website or in the Google search engine, and automatically we are getting university. Okay, so this is the ranking algorithm will be done over it. But the question is whether the Anna University is being related to an academic, it is related to an curriculum, it is related to the syllabus, it is related to the students, it is related to the faculty. How this relationship will be maintained? This all this thing to be coming under one domain with the name of university. So this domain, inside the domain, we have different kinds of categories and different kinds of classes are available, and all this thing to be having some kind of relationship between one and another. This relationship should have some proper meaning. Okay, so this all things to be taken in the name of known as an anatology. So anatology will also represent about the semantic webs, and it is also taken different kinds of data sets from the users, and it will also tell about the agents, because we know about already what are the agents available. Because in artificial intelligence, especially, we will call it as an agents, and what are the different kinds of agents available, how the networks will be formed between one particular category and as well as another category. And when I talk about some programming language, which particular programming language which will give the meaning for the web, especially when I take it to the website, definitely we know that it is an XML, that what we call as an extended markup language. So extended markup language will take the responsibility in what way we can give the meaning for the particular sentences that you are giving. For example, I'm putting a word for you. For example, in HTML, you are writing a content. We know, I think every student are studying the web programming subjects with the name of internet programming. They know about the basics of HTML tags available. For example, you are writing header 1 and followed by the paragraph. Okay, so when whatever the content you are giving the header 1, that will be taken to some size, and that will be considered as a heading, and followed by the paragraph will be taken. But the question is, how, with the, for example, I'm giving as an header known as an author. Okay, or header I'm giving as an university. Okay, so this is a word I've been giving as an header. But the question is whether the university actual meaning is being understandable by the system or not. So when I come to that particular question, it has been taking some kind of dilemmatic question. So because the keyword will be identified by the system, there is no doubt about that. Whether the keyword meaning is being identified by the system, the keyword meaning should be identified by the system. Definitely, it will be identified with the name of semantic web, which is the common name. We will call it as an anatology. So anatology is giving the responsibility for that, how the meanings of the particular content when you are pouring inside the search engine, that will be identified by the language, whatever we have basically make it now actually. So HTML will be go for the design process that we are giving actually. So the header will be there and paragraph will be there. But what the content paragraph that you given inside the paragraph, whether that paragraph is being the meaning of the paragraph is understandable by the system, that is a question mark. Okay. For example, I'm writing a content about an author. The author has been born in this particular year and he has been so and so and all these things and all I written in as a content. whether this content is being taken into paragraph. So paragraph will be taken the responsibility with some line spacing with that is related to the design process that is being displayed. I agree with the point. But what is the content that you pour inside the paragraph, whether that paragraph meaning will be known to the system or not. That the system here we call it as a machine learning. Okay, so machine learning will take the responsibility to learn about the meaning of the content, whatever you poured inside the design part. Okay, with the name of different kinds of languages. Okay, which we generally call it as an OWL. So what is OWL? It is a web anatology language, which will mainly care about what way the system can able to understand the meaning of the content of information that you put inside the website. Okay, so I think you can understand the basics of anatology and what is the background of anatology which has been available, and what kind of constraints that is being needed, what kind of relationship that is being available, and what kind of categories that is being available. So you can also see about OWL. Yeah, you can see about the OWL, which I mentioned about web anatology language will take the responsibility of content of information should be known to the system with the meaning. Okay, let me go move to the next slide. Why would a computer program need a meaning? Very basic thing. See, as a human, you can see in the presentation, as a human, the human will have different kinds of information to be available in the mind. So the information to be available in the mind can be taken in different aspects. He or she can have his own idea. The person is having his own thoughts. The person is having his own events. So these are all the different kinds of the things what human will having. So this human ideas that should be poured inside the machine. So you can see the relationship between there is a known robotic arm is been taking over the meaning. Okay, which meaning that particular one, that ideas, thoughts, and events, whatever the human is been having in our hand, that has been poured to the system. Okay, and that pouring of information that should be meaningful. That is a very specific point we needed. But the question is, why would a computer program needs a meaning? That is a very important question actually. Okay, why computer program need a memory? Okay, so before going to the need of a memory, that before know about the need of a meaning, let me understand in what way the system can understandable the meaning actually. So in case of your web technology, we will call it as a semantic web. Okay, maybe we can also see in the anatology with the name known as a semantic web actually. Okay, so what is semantic actually? So semantic represent about the meaning actually. So semantic web represent the meaning plus what the data that you are going to given with the name of knowledge representations. Okay, so this will be taken in the common name known as a semantic web. So it is a group of methods and the technological to allow the machine to understand the meaning, because we want to make the system should be understand. That's what we are taking about. Why would a computer need a meaning? Because the system should understand the meaning. That is a very basic kind of an answer I can given for this. Why should computer program need a meaning? Because it should understand. If it is to understand the meaning only, then the optimization will be done actually. Then we know what kind of, whether the user is given the proper information or not. The user can type some irrelevant informations. If the system cannot able to know the meaning, then it will be displayed in the website. So that is illegal actually. So definitely the system want to know the meaning of the content, whatever you are poured inside the document, that should be definitely know the meaning. So if you can understand the meaning only while you go for scrutinizing, or while we go for any kind of a production of an unwanted websites, we need definitely this anatology should be made it. That is why a computer program need a meaning actually. So that's what they also given over here. A semantic web is a group of methods and technologies to allow a machines to understand the mission, or which means that to understand the meanings actually. This is what we call as in semantics actually. And this meaning will be the information coined by the Tim Berners-Lee, who is the origin of the web programming languages, and who has been the origin of the World Wide Web Consortium W3C actually. Okay, he defines a semantic web as a web of data that can be processed directly and indirectly by the machines. So definitely the anatology with the name of an artificial intelligence will be at the background to understand the meaning of the given information. So let me understand about why we can understand why would a computer program need a meaning, because it want understandable the content whatever you poured over it. So the knowledge from a particular field of expertise are shareable by the machine algorithm. So to make meaning explicit for the machine is that they need to know how and what is and what before they can. So everything to be sure relevant information should be shared with the machine actually. So this mission readable content should be taken with the name of different kinds of programs, like whatever we told about. It may be an OWL, which what we call as a web anatological language, or we can take some other language by taking about RIF, which is called as a rule interchange format languages, or any specifically when you talk about the biomedical, we will call it as an OBO, which is called as an open biomedical anatological languages. And especially there are some kind of language which is especially needed to based on the firstologic statements. So the computer should understand the meaning. So when the computer should understand the meaning, in the sense, as a result, they help the mission on different kinds of word, like when the system is able to learn the meaning, then automatically it will go for searching, and then it will help us to identify the search engine process to be effectively made it, and filtering of process, ranking, especially the ranking of the given websites depends upon the quality and quantity that you have been optimized to the particular content that you code in your website, and your personalization and context situation. So this all these things should be taken in the different kinds of aspects, where the computer, how the system is need about the meaning of the different information that needed to an anatology action. So this is a simple representation of an anatology. We can able to understand how the informations are shared and how the informations are reused by the machine learning. See here, the new term has been added known as an reusable. So what is the use of reusableness? And for example, I'm just writing a term known as an pizza. Pizza is one of the food product. When I'm writing another one to be called as an cake, cake is also one of the food product. Bread is also one of the food product. So food product is a common word which is being reused in different areas and different categories actually. Okay, so that the system want to understand that food product is a common word that is related to this kind of different kinds of food products. So we want to reuse the particular text of content when it is being given in different places actually. So it should not be make it as a new product, or it could not be taken as a new food product. So food product is a common word. From that particular common word, there are different kinds of categories is going to be made. That's why I just told anatology will needed about the classes, categories, and followed by some kind of action, some kind of an events is be needed, that we will see in the further slides actually. So the simple representation of anatology, it's been made it that how the meanings will be shared, how the meanings are reusable with the name of mission algorithm, okay, which what we called as an anatology engineering actually. So what is an historical context, the relationship between anatology and for the different kinds of areas that we can able to make it. So you can see that anatology is the intersection of this all this kind of three kinds of ingredients. One is an artificial intelligence. Second one is we call it as a philosophy. Already I told what is a philosophy, which is an academic study of an anything, which is especially the branch of an philosophy, which what we call as a metaphysics is a branch of the philosophy that study the nature of the reality. And always we have some kind of knowledge representation, and knowledge and the logic is needed. So all these three contents are being intersection with the name to be called as an anatology. So anatology is not the single one, it is a branch of different kinds of an the basic historical context represent about an artificial intelligence and philosophy, and as well as the knowledge representation and logic. So what is the basic definition for an anatology? So a formal explicit specification of a shared conceptualization. Okay, what is formal? Must be in mission understandable. This is the common thing what we see it in the slide number 1 actually. What we can see, what mission can see. So we want to make something to be the content, whatever we are put inside the area, that should be make it as a mission understandable one actually. So the formal must be mission understandable, followed by it is an explicit. See, what is the meaning of explicit in the sense, when you are coming with some kind of protocol, when you are making some kind of categories, or when you are making some kind of reusable terms, that should be explicitly known to the system. So the type of concepts and constraints, so constraint represent the rules and regulations, must be clearly defined. That is known as an explicit specification. So you want to specifically explicitly mention the rules and regulation that is been background of an anatology should be defined very specifically. That's what they call as a formal explicit specification of a shared. So what is meaning of shared? For example, what the example I just given over it. So when I given pizza, the food product is being coming over under the category of an food product. So followed by bread is also one of the food products. So we want not to be it's not a private for some individuals, but accepted by a group action. So when you are taking here, what is the meaning of shared here in the sense, when you are taking some kind of architecture, when you are designing some kind of a structure related to a food product or related to any other designing of an information, that should be commonly acceptable by all the groups of people. Maybe, for example, we have this kind of issue. For example, when I taken about a group, especially you will be designing in one area and another person will design another area. But anyway, the designing process will be different, but there should be some common terms, the relationship between, for example, definitely there will be a basic relationship between two persons, that is a faculty as well as a student, or a professor as well as a student. So this thing will be common to all the group wherever you go over it actually. Okay, so that is what they make it to be called as it's not a private to some individuals, but accepted by a group. And what is mean by conceptualization? See, conceptualization is an abstract model of some phenomenon in the world formed by an identifying the relevant concepts of that phenomenon. Okay, so when you take it about conceptualization, see, when I given one particular design to you, the designing observation will be taken in different aspect actually. For example, if you go to US, they will call it as an apple. If you go to some other countries in the UK, they will call it as a Mila. So that is also the type of an apple. So both the coining of the statement is going to be taken to one particular conceptualization. That's what they called as an abstract model of some phenomenon in the world found by identifying the relevance concepts of that phenomenon. So when you take it that particular thing, for example, you can see that what conceptualization is going to be taken over it actually, what it means, what it looks like, or what it sounds like. So this is a three of representation. What is the meaning of conceptualization? For example, you can see the diagrammatical representation which I given at the right hand side. There is one kind of symbolic representation is available, but this symbolic representation can able to take into different conceptualization, but everything is tree actually. So one common thing we can understand that everything is tree as a conceptualization I can able to understand, but there are different representations available. That is what they called as an abstract model should be defined in the world found by identifying the relevant concepts of the phenomenon. So relevant concept in the sense, once I taken as a tree, there are relevant trees available. Okay, so abstraction conceptual model, especially the conceptualization, is an abstract simplified view of some selected part of the world containing an object and concepts. You can see the object and concept which I define over here, and different situation involving the same object. What is the meaning of different situation involving the same objects? What I just told as an example, in some countries they will call it as an apple, in some countries they will call it as a mila. Okay, these two things are going to be taken in the same way, the representation of an apple, but the depends upon the situation. Here the situation is depends upon the country, the same object is being taken, so the system should not be confused that they are different actually. Okay, so this will be described by the different vocabularies, maybe share the same conceptualization, even though the vocabularies is going to be taken in different ways, that the conceptualization to be same actually. So an abstract idea or the general notation that occur in the mind, in speech, or in the thought, that is very important. And very specifically, again, what is mean by conceptualization, that it is an act of creating something by thinking. Very simple. So we have some thinking thoughts in your mind. The thinking thoughts of one and another will be in different dimension actually. That is why they triggered the words in three ways: what it means, or what it looks like, and what it sounds like. Okay, so this is the term which we called as an conceptualization. And we can move something more about an ontology, because we need some kind of very specific points about what ontology is going to do for us actually. So an ontology is an explicit description of the domain. So they given a very good word in the description part, that it is an explicit description of a domain. So it given a complete open explicit, which means that it's given open description about a domain related to the concepts or related to the properties and attributes of the specific concepts, and as well as what are the constraints and what are the attributes that you are going to possess on the particular concept. So all these things to be attained in the domain of an ontology. So ontology defines two kinds of things for you. One is a common vocabulary and a shared understanding actually. So common vocabulary represent about what are the properties and attributes of the concepts to be available. Make sure that the missions and humans are on the same page so that they can have communicate with a better understanding. This is what from the starting of the slide we are insisting, that what we can see and what mission can see. So we want to make sure that the mission and human are on the same page, which means that both mission and human should be in the same dimensional. So human want to make the mission to be think what like a human will think. So this will be done by the core concept to be called as an ontology, which is an explicit description of a domain by taking different kinds of concepts with the properties and attributes and constraints. Okay. Now we come to the topic of an ontological engineering. So ontological engineering is a set of tasks related to the development of an ontologies for a particular domain actually. So So what we see in the previous session more about anatology, it is explicitly description about a domain and the concepts and the properties and the attributes of the concepts and constraints on the properties and the attributes. So all these things to be taken in the anatology. Okay, so when I take it about the anatology, in what way the particular domain, in what way you are going to develop the structure. When you are developing the domain, so the domain is not the single one. So the domain is a concept of an classes, or the domains with the classes of arranging the concepts in the hierarchy of an subclasses or the superclass and hierarchy. And not only with the subclasses or superclass of an hierarchy, it is also taken to a different kinds of attributes and the properties, and in what way we can able to make the constraint with the values to be attained. So domain will take in the concepts of concepts in the following way, like a classes, subclasses, properties, and constraints, and followed by some kind of individuals. So all these things to be combined with the name of an anatological engineering. So what are the methodology questions? So in some people will ask about, see, okay, this is all right. I can able to understand what is anatology, in what way the historical context has been made in the anatology, and why specifically we coming for the anatology, and what is the specific definition for the anatologically by taking about the formal explicit information should be shared in the conceptualization. So all this will be fine, but how it is going to become to the reality, that is a question. So how can tools and techniques be applied? Which language and tools should be used in the which circumference? And what about the issues of quality control and resource management? And many of the questions for the anatological engineering are studied in other contexts. For example, we have studied this particular subject, but the question is whether this is belong to the anatology or not. So anatology is one step forward to the topics what we have already seen about that software engineering, that what we studied in the second semester, second year, I think so, and followed by object oriented design OOAD, and followed by knowledge engineering. So all these things are the background of the anatological engineerings. And which languages and tools should you use it in which circumference actually? See, when I told about anatology, it is a branch of different kinds of methods, where when you take about the web part, especially the web technology or the internet programming, we will call it as an OWL, which what we called as a web anatological language. It is a language which is coming under the part of a semantic web, which is specifically used once if you are taking the circumference, especially when you talk about the optimization technique, or we called as an SEO, which what we called as a search engine optimization areas and all. This web anatology language will take in more kind of an intention once if you're working over there. And same way when you're going for biomedical, that particular moment of time we can call it as an OBO, which what we call as an open biomedical anatologicals. So that particular moment of time, this particular language will take more intention on that. So when you take about methodological questions, there are different kinds of answers we can given for that actually. But what the questions I've been poured, what the answers I've been poured are the basics actually. So how the anatology is going to be taken, that what we call as a domain. So the complete set of the things will be called as a domain. In the complete set of the domain, where you can able to make it the statement known as an anything when being classified into abstract objects, okay, where this abstract objects will be taken in one part and generalized events will be taken in another part actually. Okay, so when I take it about an abstract object, it represents about the metaphysics actually, where which is called as an abstract object is a branch of a metaphysics regarding the abstract objects what you are going to talk about. So what is metaphysics? It is a branch of the philosophy that examine the fundamental nature of the reality, include the relationship between mind and matter, or the relationship between substance and the attribute, or the relationship between the potentiality and actuality. Okay, these things are all coming under the part of an abstract objects. Okay, so the terms you can able to understand the relation, how the relationship between mind, what we think, what we done it, or what we think, what we say, or what we think, what we listen. Okay, so when you take about the abstract object, it represents about the sets, numbers, representation objects. So you can see the categories or the general events. You can see some of the general events available. Okay, so this complete things to be taken to an anatology. Okay, not only this particular one, this is a simple example that they're the common thing, what we call as, and when you come to an conceptualization, and especially when you come to a shared one, that particular moment of time, you want to take it about the shared protocol or the shared information should be given to all set of peoples actually. So anatology is giving about this particular one. So this represents about the domain representation, how the abstract objects and generalized events are being classified actually. So again, we've taken about one step forward to an anatology, in what way this kind of informations will be take it out. And especially why I've been taking this particular presentation, since you can see that the last line, in computer science and information system, anatology formally represents the knowledge as a set of concepts within the domain and the relationship among those concepts. So we want to carry out the domain, which what we can see it in the previous slide, and we want to give the relationship among those concepts with the name of classes, subclasses, superclasses, properties, and individuals, and so on. Okay, and what are all the form that the anatology will be expressed? That is a very important thing actually. So anatological express be in the form of the categories, what you can see it in the particular presentation. One thing is the anatological express in the form of categories. There are different kind of categories that you can make it from the classes. An anatological express in the form of measures, or anatological express in the form of composite objects, an anatological express in the form of time, changes, events, physical objects, beliefs, what you believes and what you not believes actually. So all these things we will see it in one by one slides. What is categories, what is measures, what is composite objects, in what way the time will be related to the anatology, in what way the changes and events, and how the physical objects are related to the anatology. So how the beliefs is going to be expressed in the form of anatology, that we will see in the future in the part 2 of the anatological engineering. So these are all the categories and objects. So how the categories is going to be made. So when I take it about the categories, definitely one thing to be at the background to be available, that is the first order logic statement. So we want to take different kinds of facts to be available, how the objects to be taken, or the member of the categories, or how the categories will be taken. The categories will be taken as a subclass of another category, and all members of categories have some properties. So there is been relationship will be made between one property will be in another property, or a subclass to the superclass, or we will call it as a superclass to the subclass, maybe in the form of an hierarchy, or we will call it as an inheritance. So all this kind of technical terms related to the categories and objects to be made over here. So this is a general framework of an anatology, how it has been made by taking what I just told about anatological express be in the form of 8 categories, especially categories, measures, composite objects, time, changes, events, physical objects, and beliefs. Not only stop it with this particular one, there are much more anatological express is being available. Okay, but generally these are all the basic framework about the wildlife. The anatological framework is being made, the relationship, and as well as is a relationship, and it is an implied, which is going to be implied, and which is a disjointness. So these are all the different representations available. That's why when I take it about the slides, you can see that the anatology is been at the background of a software engineering. Anatological is been background at the object-oriented analysis and design. So maybe you can see the understand the relationship to be made. So that has been that the object-oriented analysis design. It's stopped with the relationship, but anatology is taken one step forward to know about the actual meaning, that the relationship between one object or another object, or one classes to another classes, or one subclass to another subclass. So the relationship will be made, and also the meaning of the content is also to be extracted. So this is the basic information about the anatology that you are seeing in the topic of an anatological engineering. In future, we will see about something to be depth to the anatological engineering, how the architecture of the anatological engineering of design process will be constructed, and how the statements are derived, in what way the statements are identified, how the representation of the statements will be understandable by the anatology. So all these things we will see in the part 2 of the anatological engineering. Thank you for your patience. For more videos, visit arunai.org/tim. Thank you.